Live from Studio 3, this is Packaging Today with Evelio Matos, Adam Peake, and Corey Connors.
I'll be right there. No, I gotta do the show.
Charlie, get at him.
Are we live? We're live. Shit. Hello. Sorry.
Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? So it's
fault.
Monday, Halloween Eve. Hallow's Eve. Only if you're in the US.
It's the real thing.
I don't even know. I don't know. Does everybody celebrate this crap?
I think so.
You know,
right,
I
guys.
said this. It's huge. It's huge in Utah. Utahns love Halloween.
Dude, they trunk or treat like crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They invented trunk or treat.
No. I thought so too. I thought it would be like fall, like fall festivals. No. Goblins, and there was SNL shouted out Utah because some guy had a skeleton doing a pole dance on his lawn and got asked to take it down. The Utahns go hard. There's a bunch of Halloweenies here.
Hey, so all right, so Halloween. This is like single-use plastic paradise.
Mm-hmm.
This is the single-use plastic holiday of the year.
Yes.
It is. But
a lot of flow wrap film.
Who are we,
Yeah.
Evelio?
Who are we?
Introduced ourselves yet? Don't we
Oh, dude, that's right. Well,
who we
sorry,
are?
you threw me off, and you were, changing off camera.
I had to put on pants.
We're gonna be like Fox News, where it's like the glass desk, and then the newscaster ladies are just like showing all leg. It's gonna be Adam.
Yeah.
You do not want to tune in for that. You would see my Nuggets tattoo though. Nuggets.
Yikes.
Chicken nuggets. My favorite.
Let's see your nuggets. All right, man. So, good morning. We're here. It's the Packaging Today show where we talk about only packaging, obviously. And
Yes.
First, let us know where you're listening to, watching us from. I can't even speak. Do us a favor, if you're catching us on YouTube, then go ahead, hit subscribe, hit like, follow all these clowns up here.
Smash the like button.
That's right. We got clowns
Smash
to
that
left me,
subscribe button.
jokers to the right.
Smash
We
it.
got so we got Corey Connors. What's up, man? We got Corey. He's at Corrugated on the TikToks and Sustainable Packaging on the podcasts. Boom. He's getting
Good morning.
It's like right here. And then we got Adam Peake at Packaging Pastor because he prays about packaging, and he's at Packaging Pastor on the TikToks. And
I know, but I haven't. I just have to say, I have deleted TikTok from my phone, and so I have not been I'm sorry for all the fans that are out there, but I have not been very engaging on TikTok. I'll be back though.
That's right. Adriana coming in with we're the nuggets of info. Whoa.
I like that.
Well, if we are, then we are the champions of info because the Denver Nuggets are still the returning NBA champions.
How long are they the champions for?
Until
Is this over?
It's going to be a while. You guys are going to be so sick of me saying it. It's going to be great.
And then you got me, Evelio Matos, host of Packaging Unboxed.
Mr.
Interviewer of fake people.
Yeah, sorry. So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I had
that was hilarious.
I had artificial intelligence on
Shocking.
as my guest on the Packaging Unboxed podcast. Check it out. It's the latest episode on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. But it was pretty good. I was surprised by her comedic timing. She had some sass. I picked a woman. And I don't know. I mean, she had some good packaging information throughout the episode, which was pretty cool. I did get some flack because of what she was wearing.
Yeah, you got to smash the patriarchy.
Yeah.
We don't want to get caught in the panderverse.
Hey, we got some hellos here. Hey,
we
Alex.
do. Oh, yes, we got our
Hey,
really good buddy Megan Young Gamble.
Yeah.
Check her out.
Everyone go check out the packaging. Hang on, Megan. It's the packaging product and packaging powerhouse podcast. Yep.
My
Yes.
episode, it just went live with her. Thank you, Megan. Thanks for having me on.
We need to have her come on Monday.
do.
Yeah.
Megan.
Why are
Let
you
us
not
know
on
if
here?
you would come on, Megan.
Yeah.
Be our owner.
So she's awesome. So she's a PMP of packaging.
She'll
From
pitch
a
your packaging. That's her thing.
from a product management standpoint, we talked about this on my episode with her. It was like packaging doesn't happen without project managers, right? Like
Right.
you can design it, you can manufacture, but if you don't have a project manager, you don't have anybody to actually move it step by step to hit a timeline, hit a budget, be
Right.
delivered.
Certainly
Like-
people try, but guess what doesn't get hit? The budget or the timeline.
Right.
Often it's
100%.
it's a complete disaster.
Yeah, I don't.
We
Project
got Jay
management
Quinn.
is
Jay
big in on LinkedIn. I get messages all the time if I want to get my PMP certification or be a new salesperson
Or be a
Um,
franchise owner.
or be a franchise owner. Yeah,
Right.
I don't know what's going on with that.
franchise people, but they're all over the place. Hey,
We got JQ coming in for Halloween.
Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Alex.
Alex, we got Raghav coming in. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much. All right. Product and packaging powerhouse, productpackagingpowerhouse.com. Check her out.
Awesome.
Love it.
All right. We got a bunch of stuff, man. We got some stuff to cover. But first, I got to tell you, I found my favorite packaging of the day. This is like the weirdest.
We need a theme. We need like a jingle that's like packaging of the day.
Do-do-do.
All right, do that again.
Packaging of the day.
Boom, done. All right. This.
It's so planned.
Cute pie.
All right. Yeah, you can hear all the crunching, but this is Kewpie mayonnaise. So like the Kewpie dolls, like there's a little naked Kewpie doll down here. It's this crunchy flour out. It is the weirdest feeling bottle. There's actually a bottle in here. And it's
Sorry.
Japanese. Yeah, this is a product of Japan. This is like the weirdest. So for anybody that's listening and not here, not watching this, it's
Fred knows.
yeah, Fred sent it. Fred's the man.
Oh, hey, Fred. Good morning, sir.
Yes, this is the mayo, man. I love this mayo.
Do you love the packaging, or have you actually tried the mayo?
No. I haven't tried the mayo. I keep it. This is like going in my museum. So it's
Great. Now
it's the weirdest. It's the weirdest feeling plastic. It's like super soft and squishy. It's almost like there's nothing holding the mayo together. It's like just like a blob of mayo, like a Jello, and yeah, Kewpie. Like Kewpie's like the most random connection to mayo. Surely familiar with this mayo. Fred. Kevin. Everybody's moving around here. We got Fred. Like totally knows this mayo.
Yeah.
But it's the weirdest thing. Like I can't
It's
as a
apparently-
designer,
Why does it need a bag over it? I don't get it.
I
If
don't
it
know
has
that
a
either.
bottle. Just for looks, just
you know
for
what? All the branding is on the plastic bag.
Oh, the
bottle is
bottle's
completely naked.
plain. Okay.
Yeah, which is I don't understand. It says dispose of the seal and then screw the cap back on tightly. Retain the outer packaging and the nutritional and allergen information. So they're asking you to keep this outer bag with the bottle.
Huh.
That's
Which
not how you use mayonnaise.
Nobody's gonna do that, right? Yeah.
Apparently, people do, and it's delicious in sushi, is what Shirley
Yeah.
said.
I've never had mayo on sushi,
Let's-
but it does feel weird. It's like the weird, like have you seen like those nude
No.
cosmetic packagings? They look like just sacks of skin. It's like a concept. It feels like that looks.
Huh.
It's just like
Seen
the
that.
weirdest thing. It's like a body with no bones. This is the weirdest thing.
That's crazy. I would ask the question though on that before we get to whatever you're holding in your hand next. Because it's funny because it's like people have like a very obviously we've documented like the anti-plastic, like this is bad. But on that particular thing, it's like that is the definition of lightweighted plastic, right? Like it's not a
Right.
hard, rigid bottle. All of that film is going to ship either on a roll if it's a flow wrapper, or it's going to ship flat if there's a spout on the inside of it, right?
Yeah.
So and it's thin, so it's like it's lightweighted, thin film plastic for a product that typically probably has a lot more plastic around it. So
Right.
I mean, is that a sustainability win, or is it just really cool and interesting packaging, or maybe it's both?
Double victory.
Yeah, double
This is
whammy.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Unique
Yeah.
and maybe unique sells. The
Yeah.
audience immediately knew what it was. So that tells me it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Popular.
No, for sure.
Now, by the audience, we mean the person who sent it and Shirley.
Yeah.
Surely.
So let's just be really clear here. This is not
At
we've
least two people. At
Two-
least.
not two human beings.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah, so JQ's coming in and telling us that it's both.
Yeah, well, that's always his answer for plastic. It's just always
It's the best.
it's the best. Buy plastic.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
Next one, another one coming in from Fred. I thought this was interesting. I don't know if it's in a good way or bad way, but this is Oats Overnight, brought to you by Oats Overnight. This is it's a shake. It's like a third full of oats, protein oats, I guess, chocolate and peanut butter. You add water and then you refrigerate it. And this is one serving. So single-use plastic. Again, you've got your bottle, you've got your plastic drink sleeve on here.
Is there a tear strip on it or no?
Oh, that's a good question.
Almost never.
People.
No. Oh,
People.
nope.
This is so easy to do. It costs
It is.
$4. Just do
There's
it.
like a dotted line on the side. I thought, oh, that's it. No, that's just how much to fill it up with water.
It literally runs on the seamer. It does not slow the seamer down and shrinks. And is the overnight that's available at Target, or is the mayo?
Is the overnight or the Kewpie mayonnaise?
Or both? Maybe
Or
it's
both. Like
Hmm.
JQ's it.
We need to do taste testing on this show.
We do. That's one thing always people will complain when I do, like when we do an unboxing, like, well, you just talked about the packaging. You didn't tell us what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I don't care what it tastes like. I'm just here to talk to you about the packaging.
There's plenty of people who will. We could try to eat the plastic, but that would be
We could.
that'd be some macroplastics. Oh, both
Like-
are available at Target.
Like that cheeseburger Avelio posted about. That was where they eat the wrapper.
Yeah, that's gross. I'm not into paper wrapper eating.
No.
But this guy here, it's like, I don't know. Can't this just come in a regular container, big old like
Well, they
Quaker
do.
Oats tube, and then you can just scoop it and eat it. You know, put it in your own cup overnight.
I
Why do you
think
need
I mean
this?
that's obviously a convenience play, right? I mean, I've tried overnight oats, and it's you have to have your own container, obviously. So you buy the thing, and then you mix it in to your own container, and then you do it, and then you put it in your fridge. And
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about this very topic over the weekend, which is we are absolutely a ease of use consumer based economy.
Yeah.
And it's harder to do, like, I have one of those soda streams,
Mhm.
and I really love carbonated water. I don't like regular water. I love carbonated water. And we will
Fancy.
also buy the Kirkland sparkling water at Costco. We get like 72 cans for like, I don't know, $2 or something. It's insane.
They pay
and
you.
it doesn't take much. This is shame on me, right? It does not take much for me to fill up a water bottle of SodaStream, go
Mhm.
over to the thing, and carbonate it. It's not a hard process. But it's typically not cold right away.
Mhm.
It's kind of or I can just grab a can, click it open, and start drinking it. I almost always prefer the can over the reusable container. And it's just because I feel like I have been conditioned to be like, just do the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that the oats overnight, it's a perfect example, right? Instead of having a stand-up pouch full of overnight oats, now you just have the same container, and you just pour water in, put the cap back on, set it in your fridge, grab it in the morning, and then you're out the door.
And then you toss that in the bin.
Right.
That you
And then
find.
and then you recycle the HDPE container. Maybe you don't have to take the shrink sleeve off on that one. I don't know, but it is probably a PETG shrink sleeve material on an HDPE container, which could cause some problems and contamination. So it's probably always a good idea to remove the shrink sleeve. But
crazy, there's actually no. It's like super tiny writing on here.
There's no
This is
resin code.
I mean, this is from Tempe, Arizona, but there's like no recycle information on here. Like there's no, hey, tear this off, recycle it, or just recycle it. I'm sure there's a code. Yeah, there's a code down here. It's a 1. It's a PET.
PET. Okay.
Yeah, but that's
surprise.
But yeah, usually, I mean, at least have a symbol on there. Hey, recycle, like a Trimon.
I feel like in PET though, that'll go through. The shrink sleeve will float to the top when it gets crunched up, and then it will be discarded. But some sorters might pick up. I don't know how that would work because I know that they do have recyclable shrink sleeve material that can go with a PET container. So who knows? But they're in Tempe, so Avelio, just go knock on the door.
I'm gonna go walk. I'm like, dude,
questions.
Put this in a box. Put this in a big tube. It says, what do we got here? Oh,
Richard from Sweden.
Yeah, I can't put Richard's comment up.
What? Richard says,
Charlie,
he makes his own overnight oats in bulk, 5 portions at a time. Take your glass jar to work, bring it home, wash it, and use it again. Yeah, I mean, that would be that's obviously probably the most cost-effective, most sustainable thing to do. And yet also, I don't know how it is in Sweden, Mr. Beckett, but in the US, people are just lazy. And so I get why they made it, right? I totally understand why they would make that product. They're probably going to sell a lot, right? Like think about the single-use protein drinks in the Tetra Pak that you just grab and drink and go instead of putting powder in and making your own protein drink.
Yeah, I wonder if they're lazy or, like you said before, they're conditioned. It's easier. There's an easier choice, and your SodaStream example is the perfect one. It's easier to grab a can out of the fridge. I'm going to do that. I'm in a hurry. I got to take the kids to basketball or whatever the case may be.
But I'm not always in a hurry. Sometimes I just want something cold right now. And I don't want to get ice. Like it's the dumbest thing. This is a confession room, and I'm not the priest. I am the confessor.
It's like those taxi cab confessions. This is just a recycling confession.
Yeah. Packaging cab confessions.
They need to make SodaStream so it's instantly cold. How do they do that?
You just put it in your fridge.
Yeah. No, you have to. So the water is even in my fridge. Like it literally comes out.
It comes out cold.
It's not, but it's not like it's been refrigerated in an aluminum can cold.
Oh.
It's like
so it is cold. It's just not cold enough.
More stupid when I say that it has it is drinkable, perfectly drinkable. Put it in the soda. I don't even have to use ice, but I just like the degree of coldness of the aluminum cans.
But I bet you're not alone. That's the crazy part, right?
What's that?
I bet you're not alone. You're not the only one doing this.
Yeah. I'm just the only one dumb enough to admit it on the packaging station. You guys are perfect. You always make the most sustainable, reusable decisions. So
no,
100%, dude.
See? I mean, yeah, obviously.
you've got the QP mayonnaise.
Yeah. Says John Papp says, sadly, we've been conditioned to choose efficiency at whatever cost.
Yeah.
And I can't share these comments. I don't know. My computer's kind of locking up here. Charlie's behind it, trying to fix it.
Come on,
Charlie, comment.
Get it together,
Charlie. What did I tell you?
Oh man.
Oh shoot, I'm not mute. Did I not mute before?
Oh God, I'm glad you didn't smack him again.
Oh wow. Not that.
This, what this reminds me of though is like the chase, chasing efficiency or ease or laziness is there's an episode of South Park where everybody realizes that they don't know how to do anything anymore, right? Where they've got to call the handyman to do everything, to change the oven door, to like when it gets to the point where they're like asking AI, they're asking Siri, "Hey, how do I change a hinge on my oven door?" And Siri's like, "Well, just go to Home Depot, and there'll be people outside that will help you. Like they're day laborers because they can't afford the handyman because the handymen are billionaires because they're the only ones that know how to do anything.
Right.
And this is it. Like we've gotten so lazy, we don't know how to do anything. We're just looking for convenience. I mean, we're all screwed in the days of Mad Max that are coming.
Imagine interviewing an AI person because you're too lazy to find a real person to talk to, Abellio. Jeez.
That's not funny.
That's a little funny. Adam's right.
Was that too soon?
Too soon.
I'm excited to listen to the whole interview. And then didn't you also get interviewed as well? You had didn't you have somebody interview you about the Pent Awards?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We just had like a quick conversation about Pent Awards, which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's the same episode.
Yeah, same episode. But I'll be at Pent Awards next week. Like the 9th. That'll be
London?
good. Yeah, in London. Yeah. That'll be good. Somebody from OpenAI dropped out. They had something come up, so they asked me to come in and speak.
You know what it was? It actually wasn't a real person, and they got discovered. And it was like, oh,
it was AI.
The AI was like, I cannot be there in person.
It was Charlie.
Like Mark, he's going to be AI probably. He's dressing up. It's dressing up for him and getting him candy.
I love that.
Oh, Shirley, you'll be attending too. That's awesome. I'd love to meet in person. It's always great to connect with everyone.
Yeah.
We did have some stuff in the news though. We had green butts. Are you guys familiar with green butts?
Yeah, super. I like green butts, and
you cannot lie.
I cannot lie.
Green butts.
I don't actually have any idea. Tell me more.
Oh God, I'm glad you have no idea because I texted you all the information and you didn't read it. Green butts.
I'm pretending like I didn't read it. Of course
I saw
read
it.
I just want you to set it up because nobody else has read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's 100% right. Like what's amazing, 200 years ago, we as a species knew how to do a lot more. We were more connected to our natural world. In 1800, 90% of Americans were farmers. I think that says it all when it comes to how far we've been removed from nature. Yeah, you know what else happened in the 1800s? Toilet paper was patented with the little perforation that was straight across. And I don't know if you saw the new innovation that toilet paper has come up with, which instead of being a straight perforation, it's like a wiggly one. And
it's a really big deal in the toilet paper world.
Dude, I don't even know what they're thinking. But they're not even marketing it, which is what's crazy. They just like did it, and there's like no branding or any type of messaging on packaging that talks about the wiggly line on your toilet paper.
What's the reason? So is it less likely to tear off or
paper
easy
cuts?
To tear? Paper cuts.
Jeez. the wiggly line is softer.
Tell me about green butts.
Yeah.
Talking about butts. Green butts, right? So these guys they've partnered with Filtrona for a biodegradable tobacco filter. Which was
a good idea.
Is it?
One of the most discarded items in the world. Yeah. TerraCycle is always talking about how their recycling programs are tons and tons and tons of cigarette butts. It's incredible the amount of people that toss them into the environment.
Yeah. No, I mean, I see them all over the place.
I feel like there's less smoking though than if we're talking about good things that have happened. I mean, we can lament the fact we don't make anything, but I feel like we don't smoke as much. Like remember they have smoking sections on an airplane.
On a plane,
like you could smoke on an airplane, and they still put up the no smoking sign in the air. I'm like, we all get it. You can't smoke.
Yeah. But you got to put it up.
Yeah,
because
then people will be like, well, I guess you didn't put the no smoking sign up, so I'm just gonna light up on this flying tube through the air that nobody can escape the cigarette smoke. But like restaurants had it, and I don't know. I feel like I walk around now and not as many people are smoking cigarettes. I will say though that like downtown Denver, New York City, it is like you cannot escape the smell of weed smoke for sure.
Yeah.
But
There's no butts.
It's
Butt free.
transitioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was, so are vapes, right?
Right.
Yep.
The plastic
Yeah.
pollution from vapes. Yeah.
4 times
But,
as many cigarette butts in the ocean than there are straws, according to Jay Quinn Unpackaged.
Yeah, and they're both made out of plastic.
Quite a stat.
Yeah.
What's a regular cigarette filter made out of? Is it fiberglass?
That's what I thought, but I don't smoke.
Yeah, me neither.
But basically the environmental impact here is that it's God, I can't remember anything on my screen. It's replacing plastic filters. It reduces landfill waste. Sets a precedent for eco-friendly practices in the tobacco industry. That seems so like not a priority for them. Costs, biodegradable filters are probably going to increase the cost of cigarettes, which I don't even know what a pack of cigarettes goes for anymore.
1 Bitcoin.
Dude, I remember as a kid, I smoked in like middle school, and that was like it's like $1 a pack.
Well, they were free because you could just steal them.
Yeah, of course. When you're a hoodlum, that's kind of how we do.
Well, when you were growing up in St. Louis, is that what you did?
No, I think I was growing up in Maui at that point.
It was
Nashville, yeah. So that's pretty crazy. I don't know. I thought that the cigarette thing, in terms of just new materials, new applications, it's not always packaging related, but if they're able to replace that material in that instance, like, all right, how does that translate to packaging? Like, what else?
Great
what
idea.
else can we say? Is that going to transition to what other types of filters are we using that may not be the most sustainable ones?
That's a great point.
Especially when you end up littered, right? Like we already know that that's going to be littered. Very few people are going to put that particular application into a landfill. It does bother me a little bit when it's like, oh, this is biodegradable, but it's actually not. Everything's biodegradable, number one, over a long enough period of time. But also, when most of the product is already ending up in the landfill, it's like, well, okay, what does this mean? I mean, is it actually going to break down? What's it going to turn into? Is it problematic? What it's going to turn into? There's a whole bunch of other things. So this one makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's almost time to wrap up here. There's a couple other things to talk about, but I think we can kind of cover those next time. I can't click on anything on my screen, so I don't even know how I'm going to shut this show down today. I think I'm just going to like restart my computer, and we're just going to have to like see what happens.
That's great. You need. Do you want me to send Charlie down to Scottsdale?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, send him over.
Okay.
But all right, so I'll be traveling to London, and I just finished watching the show Hijack.
Oh,
it's on Apple TV. Hijack is Idris Elba in all his glory, and he's traveling to London on a plane that gets hijacked on its way to Heathrow. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
but if it does, I know what to do because I watched the movie. I watched the show.
Yeah, you're gonna be prepared.
Totally, be like Idris.
Did you get your ticket on TravelCheap.com?
No, I'm never using those guys ever again. Ever again. All right, guys. I mean, that's it for the Packaging Today show. What do you got, Adam?
I was just gonna say, I'm just glad you made it. I've got some work travel over the next few weeks, so that's gonna be fun. Get a little bit of a break from the media trade shows that was pretty hot and heavy there for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'm still waiting on the United Nations. If anyone is listening from the United Nations, they have not yet approved my media credential for the United Nations COP28 Climate Change Summit in Dubai. But if they approve that, then I will be on an airplane flying there from Utah to Dubai
to see Mikey Prosciutto and Scrap speak.
Oh, is he going to be there?
Yeah, they're one of three companies highlighted by the UN for this event. Very exciting. So if you haven't heard of Scrap Recycling, if you're listening to this, check them out. They're an amazing company. It's an awesome free app that tells you if something is recyclable wherever you are.
Yeah, it's super easy to use. With that, I guess I didn't want to call out just the fact that people are like, hey, do you guys talk about spec right? Like, what exactly is spec right? Do we really need it? And then it was cool to see that, a new up and coming company like Feastables is actually using spec right. And those guys don't have a ton of SKUs, but they've got a ton of packaging, right? And then they're working with some creative agencies like Enlisted and a few others doing some pretty cool packaging. And the packaging goes beyond just like the actual floor wrap of their candy bars. It's like the display units. Like, it requires a team to kind of manage all that stuff, and they're producing it all over the world. So having a team like, the spec right guys just managing all the specifications makes things a lot easier, especially when a brand really cares about color. And if you've seen their packaging, there's nothing but color on those things.
But
it's not just boring brown.
It's good that they did that, because their first iteration, I bought a few of I bought the D's Nuts bars, and I was going through the box, and at least the one I saw, every one of them was broken. And so it was like, the packaging looked beautiful, but they had actually iterated away from the original materials and picked a different material. Maybe it was because of availability, I don't really know, but it looked like they changed up some of their shipping packaging, because every bar on the shelf was broken.
Wow.
So it's critical to know what your specs are and to not deviate from them without testing and understanding what the implications are.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then Fred coming in with the tourist trap details. You're going to Dubai, you may as well go see the Trash Mountain outside of Dubai. So just hop on an Uber and be like, take me to Trash Mountain.
I just hope it's like Space Mountain, but a little bit different. Like,
I don't think it's a ride
outside of Dubai.
But I would go. You should go check it out, see what's happening.
Yeah, I'll go do it. I'll ride in a Lamborghini taxi to the outskirts of Dubai to go see Trash Mountain.
Do it. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to shut this thing down.
All right. Good luck.
Let me know what happens. Text me if the thing doesn't shut down. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Nope, still up.
We're still here, awkwardly. And scene.
All right, bud. We'll see ya.
You just want to close your computer?
I think he's frozen.
Oh no. How do we turn? Should we try to turn this thing off ourselves? Edit? No. Oh, you're a little bit late, Massa Milano. I don't know, Corey. Maybe let's see. I can't control anything on this.
I think maybe if you and I leave the studio, it'll end.
Let's try that.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
We're still here. Didn't shut down. But Charlie fixed it. See you guys.